Health and education officials have noted an increase in the number of substance abuse cases among the island's school-age population. Officials indicate that many of the disturbing behavioral patterns exhibited by students usually has some element of substance abuse as an underlying factor. The director of Turning Point Drug Rehabilitation Center, Joanna Joseph, called on parents to pay closer attention to their children's behavior and academic performance.
With the young ones, we find parents tend not to believe. They see the signs. They see the red eyes from school, the frequent headaches, the smell sometimes of marijuana, the grades going down, and the personality changes are really, really important. Sometimes you wonder why there's so much violence among our young people. It could be very well related to the withdrawal effect of marijuana. And the addiction to marijuana that we are seeing is quite rampant in the schools. No longer are we seeing many students coming into Turning Point with just, minor problems of marijuana. A lot of the students who come in, most of them who came into us last year had to be admitted residentially because the addiction was so serious to marijuana that they were not able to stop on their own.
Chief Education Officer Marcus Edward agrees that substance abuse is a major issue within the schools, one that the education sector is working hard to address.
There are many instances where we have had to refer children who are presenting at schools with behaviors which we consider to be out of the ordinary. And so we have asked or referred them in many instances to the drug rehabilitation program at the Turning Point.
Edwards said the Ministry of Education has sought government's approval via funding from the Caribbean Development Bank for the establishment of a drug awareness and education program targeting primary and secondary school students under the Education Quality Improvement Project, EQUIP.
It is not just the secondary schools that are presenting, students that are presenting with those problems, but we are seeing the manifestation of the drug use even from the primary school level.
Edward added that some parents are at their wits' end in coping with their children's substance abuse issues, while others are in complete denial.
And I can say to you, 90% of the times when I pose the question directly to the students, it is a revelation in the office when the children confess to be, actively taking drugs. And so the parents need to be vigilant. They need to support the Ministry of Education in its fight to ensure that the children come to school free of any of those effects. Because when the children reach the schools, they are under the influence of drugs. We cannot teach them. They exhibit all kinds of negative behaviors. The teachers are at their wits' end in terms of how to deal with them because we cannot at the school. We don't have the capacity to be able to calm and to treat and to, those children who are in school but are under the influence of drugs.
Though Turning Point has played a critical role in rehabilitating many students, the Ministry of Education is actively seeking to establish drug prevention and education programs, targeting both students and parents. From the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Glenn Simon reporting.